Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another short video on a vintage pachinko machine. As you can see from the smoke coming out of my mouth, which is not really smoke, it's kind of cold in here in my workshop. I'm up in Rochester, New York, and right now it's pretty cold and we're in the middle of a snowstorm. So if you like these videos, please click on the subscribe link below, and if you haven't been there, MagicPachinkoRestorations.com is where it's all happening. Stop by. So today's video is on a 1972 Nishijin Model A Recycler machine. This is a customer's restoration, not for sale. The first machine I ever owned was a Model A Recycler. And if you're interested in attempting to restore one of these machines on your own, my suggestion is not to start with a Model A. They're a lot more difficult to tear apart and put back together than the Model Bs. Model Bs are actually fairly simple. Well, in my opinion, I've done a lot of them, but Model A's tend to have a lot of loose parts that attach to the board, especially the older ones. This is a 72. It does have one piece that has some of the smaller pieces attached to it, so that makes it a little bit easier. But certainly from a restoration standpoint, these are a little tougher to do than like a Model A or another manufacturer's machine. So this was a full restoration. This machine was in pretty rough shape when I got it. The play field was gone, very, very faded. The colors just weren't there. There was a lot of water damage. So everything, again, gets pulled off when I do the full restorations, so that you start fresh with a brand new play field, and then everything gets put back on. I also do the excuse me, the wooden frames. This is red mahogany. This is really pretty wood, but when the Japanese made these, they just rough cut that lumber, and over time they got very, very dingy, so you don't appreciate the beautiful grain in this wood until you can plane it and sand it and give it some polyurethane, which I've done. This one had metal feet on it, and I'm not a big fan of the metal feet, so I removed those and I put the custom-made wooden feet that I make on the machine. One thing that you need to be aware of with any pachinko machine is when you get them set up, they need to be leaning back a little bit. So this is the back. You want it leaning back, not obviously that much, but if you check it with a level, you definitely don't want the machine leaning forward, because that'll mess with the balls. So with all of my restorations, I put a 12-volt wall transformer. So all you need to do is plug it in. And when you do plug that in, you notice the light up here comes on. This is the ball out light. This is controlled by this switch here. It goes off and on with this mechanism here. Oh, there's a ball in there. So when you fill this hopper, the weight shift would lift up like that and break the contact, and that light will go off. The other light is here. That's the center attraction light. It's controlled by this leaf switch. When a winning ball comes in, this tips, makes the contact, and the light lights. So there's two lights on the machine. Now with a Model A, the nice thing about a Model A, they call them recyclers, and obviously they recycle the balls. So a lot of the other pachinko machines, the balls fall out of the machine. This one they don't. The only catch basin that you would need, you would have it located right down here. There's a little chute right here, and you would need just something that would fit under there if you ever decide to empty the entire machine out. So once you get it loaded, you don't have to worry about balls falling out of it, because it doesn't with the Model A. So over here is the Jackpot chamber. This is where the balls come in and then tip out of here. So when you get ready to load this, there's one thing you need to be aware of, and it's right here. There's a little label here that says shut and open, and in the up position it is shut. If you push down, it's open. So you put balls in here, they're going to run through and down and in here and over to here. and that's where they stay and ready to play. When you open this, it allows the balls to continue out of the machine, down this ramp here, and out that exit point. That's how you empty the machine. So again, make sure that's in the up position so that when you do take a handful of balls, they will run out of here and into here, and they'll continue to do that until that point. And the weight of the balls here is controls this mechanism that then keeps this up like this. Now when some balls come out of here, this will open and let more balls down in. So occasionally you'll be playing and you'll hear this noise. And it makes a lot of noise, but it's normal. It's the balls going into the recycling. So on a losing ball, the losing ball comes into the drain hole right here and returns into this center hopper. It doesn't drop out of the machine like a lot of other machines. And the winning ball actually goes back out to the front side of the machine. So it's properly set up. You just want to make sure this white piece of plastic right here that tips back and forth is called your seesaw. You want to make sure that it's tipped with this wire, this little tiny wire right here. It's probably hard to see in the video, but there's a little wire that pushes against that switch to turn the light on. You want to make sure that's tipped back, and that's in the proper position. Okay, so let's swing this around. So now you've got it ready to go. You're going to put a handful of balls in here. Now the first time that you launch a ball, nothing will happen. It takes one cycle for the ball to get inside the machine and then launch. So we'll go like that. Now this time it will launch a ball. So I got a ball in this tulip. The tulip was open. When an open tulip gets a ball in it, it closes. It makes it a more difficult target. If you notice, the light went on, and if you could see it in here, you can see this tip and let the balls out as a win. So I got it in there. Then light comes on and it dumps out 14 balls. So we'll just launch a bunch of balls here. So that's it. If you want to empty this tray out down to this tray, you just push over, and you just go like that with your finger. Balls run down to this tray. You can just scoop them up, go right up over the top, and drop them right into the upper hopper back there to reload. You notice there's a ball right there. This machine is leaning forward a little bit, which, as I mentioned earlier, you don't want. You want it leaning back just a little bit, and as soon as it leans back, it drops the ball back into the drain hole. So you just, maybe you put a matchbook or something under these feet just so it tips back. But it's a pretty machine, and I hope you like it. Thanks.